Let's try that again. I was running up the escalator. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Take two. I close my phone and it stops the video. Oops. Good morning from 5:11 a.m. It's time for the Gratitude Show. I'm feeling better. I was sick yesterday.
Commuter rail is free to ride between South Station and Braintree. Buses will not service JFK, UMass.
No, they won't.
VTA.com/redline to learn more.
Learn more. Oof. How are you? It's time for the Gratitude Show. I am grateful. I start off my day with gratitude. I wake up out of bed and I'm already grateful for 8 things. I am grateful and blessed for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. From there, I elaborate. Make sure no one's behind me. Yeah, gratitude. Sorry, I got a little distracted. I got a good night's sleep. I got my decent breakfast. 1 slice of cinnamon raisin toast slathered in butter. Delicious. A half French press of freshly brewed coffee. And lots of gratitude in my heart. And gratitude's been the best things to happen to me personally. Seriously. Boy. Yeah, no, I was out sick yesterday. That's why there was no Wednesday show. I didn't hit my local comic book shop in Davis Square or get my pull list. Yeah, life with PTSD is... it's like, it's not really fun sometimes. I get panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and they'll keep me up all night, literally. Oh, you sweat out. What's it like to have? Let me describe how do I describe a panic attack? Most of the times, there's some kind of trigger, an inciting incident, a stressor. Sometimes it just comes out of nowhere and clobbers you. It's an acute emotional turn, kind of based on like a negative experience. Sometimes be like, say it's like, hey, you got to do this or that. And like, holy shit! I'm so unprepared for that. I'm so not ready for that. Like, panic sets in. Like, what do you do? And the easiest thing for me personally is to negotiate the panic and the anxiety, the emotion. But what's separate of the emotional quality of that, is the physical quality of the body. The body kept the score. That's why you're like this. And it takes literal hours to recover from a panic attack. For me, this person, this human, my heart rate gets really high, panic sets in, anxiety. I have pills that will help that. It will take the edge off. That's great. They have the ability to turn me into a zombie. I'm a professional chef, so I work around fire and razor sharp knives, boiling water, screeching hot. There's only so much. A kitchen is intrinsically an unsafe space, and you got to be prepared for workplace hazards. So to be, first of all, in a weakened state, such as, complete lack of rest and sleep from a panic attack, and then to be a little doped up on some kind of, pill, you have to use caution. You have to use your best judgment. And sometimes you have to use a sick day. And I'm blessed and grateful, union job, to have sick days. Since my mom, yesterday was the 8th week to the day that my mom passed away from lung cancer, which spread to her liver. And that's when we bid goodbye to Maureen. We held her hands. We were there for her at her final moments. I read her prayer from her prayer book. We got to enjoy the last 48 hours of my mom's life with her, and I'm blessed and grateful for that. That it was me, my stepdad, and my stepsister Jill, and it's a beautiful circuit of energy. The people, closest to Mo in her life, at the end of her life, and that was just, I'm still processing all that grief, so that has a lot to do with it. So I've got work stress, I've got mom grief, and then there's if you have any idea, if you have lost a parent, you know what I'm talking about. The amount of paperwork that I gotta do. And I'm blessed and grateful. Mom knew what was coming down the road. She had her shit together. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mo. You're the best. I love you. I'm an acorn to your tree eternally. That she had all of her paperwork together, organized, ready to go. So it's been, but it's just, there's the amount of it. So it's I've broken it up into small parts over the past 8 weeks. Life insurance claims. I got to close bank accounts. And now it's I got all of these bills, these medical bills. They're not astounding. I'm not asking for help. I'm not asking for a GoFundMe. No, I can cover these. That's okay. But I just got to. It's one of those new trains that beep too much. Oh no! Not the new train. No! It's funny, these new trains are so fucking problematic at times. I am going to take the other car. I'm going to sit here. We've got 2 people on this car. One person is stretched out using it as a park lounger. They must have paid extra. We got the T premium token. Yeah, so I'm just looking through all these bills, radiology, the hospital, this thing, and the other thing. But they're all, Medicare paid for most of it, but there's just a little remainder left over. It's all going to add up, but, it's pay for it with the life insurance stuff, and following up on this, that, and the other thing. I've never been good with paperwork. That's not an excuse. It's just something that's got to get done. And I'm doing it. And it's such a stress. But I remain grateful. I remain blessed. And that's the stabilizing force in my life. This could be completely bad. This could completely set me off. This could completely turn me into some kind of frothing, overstressed, hand flapping, heavy breathing, profuse sweating, bedridden, gratitude has helped me. Gratitude has saved me. Well, I've saved myself through gratitude, through that tool of realizing what are my blessings. I focus on what I have, what's in my life, instead of focusing what I'm lacking and what I even that you feel like you've been denied through either the patriarchy and systematic stuffs, or even just the fickle nature of, say, single women. Yeah. Oh, boy. But yeah, paperwork. So I took a sick day yesterday. I recovered from my panic attacks and spent the rest of the day doing mom paperwork on the 8-week memorial to the day of her passing. I'm doing okay. And I got to touch base with my stepdad. Actually got to bring him a pizza, have a late lunch, early supper with him, and hang out for a couple of, for an hour or so, and get the mail, because the mail is like accumulating. It's very important, It's like a divorce simulator. I'm paying 2 sets of bills. I'm paying 2 sets of rent. I don't want to get behind on bills. They show up, and take over mom's condo, because we're making sure that my stepdad's all taken care of first. He's like, he needs a little level of care because he's older now. So his daughter, my stepsister, is just, they're refurbishing their basement with, a little kitchenette and a better bathroom that can suit his needs, grips and maybe a sitting shower that doesn't have too many steps away from his bed, because it's just like he gets, he's an elder person, and he needs a little bit more, a little effort, So once that's all in place, and then, just make sure he's all taken care of first. That's what's important to me. And then, then I'll assume my residency and my forever home, if such thing exists, But it's been an odyssey, a voyage. Man, it's so just... But having PTSD, literally diagnosed by a doctor. This isn't some internet diagnosis that, I read a few WebMD pages. No, I was pretty traumatized all my life growing up, this, that, and other things, abuses, gun murders, this, that, and the other thing, and best friend dropping dead at work from a heart attack. That's what really started this thing. It's like in December of 2019 when my best work friend Scotty dropped dead of a heart attack on a Thursday afternoon about 10:30 a.m. Thursday morning. We were putting out lunch, and since then, that's when the panic attacks entered my life for real, and the anxiety attacks and the crippling effect that they have on me. I wouldn't wish this on an enemy. I don't even want enemies anymore. It's a sign of maturity, hopefully. But yeah, that's the shape of my life. I have to respect it. I have limitations. I have to avoid circumstances, places, and things and people that could provoke an attack. I've had to have left social occasions because of an anxiety spike. It happens, and I have to be prepared for it. I have to watch my drinking at social events too sometimes, because we're not approaching Davis. No, that sign is bunk. It's the new train. But I don't feel like I'm kind of some kind of broken human. I don't feel that. It's an authentic human experience in reaction to, but it just, you need to take care of yourself. So I'm grateful and blessed for the wisdom that comes with this. Gratitude has really helped my life. I suffer from the chronic mopies, the chronic angries, and the chronic lonelies, and I have all my life. And this gratitude list has been the most stabilizing, useful tool. I've been practicing the gratitude list for close to 5 years now. It's made the biggest difference, and I'd love to pay it forward. There are people like me everywhere, and there's a way out. And the best part is that it reformatted my self-talk. Instead of this constant churn of negative feelings, negative thoughts, confrontations, argumentations, this, that, and the other thing, all down the line. It's been replaced with something a bit more placid, a bit more softer, a quieter voice. When you quiet your mind, you are able to hear this, I call it the voice of the Lord. It's not a religious experience, it's a wisdom experience. And, I'm an ordained minister, an amateur theologian. Most religions, as being apart from a social rule tool, are vessels of wisdom. Beep, 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 beep. I tweeted to the MBTA, what's up with the beeps? And they're like, oh, that's for visually impaired people to help find the doors. Why are you complaining about that? Does it make you a bad person? They didn't really say this, but it's just, you can smell the blue-haired and nose ring person's fucking progressive shielding behind that. It's fucking annoying. We were idling at a station, and the doors were open for 3 minutes, and those doors would not stop beeping. And it's just when does something like that stop helping and become a nuisance? All the older trains don't have that. Not as like this.
Next stop, Davis.
No,
Doors
it's
will open on the
perfect.
left.
What are you doing? The funny part is, you have 80-year-old Pullman trains that can still ride every line of this system. And these newer trains have always had problems adapting.
Next stop, Kendall MIT.
Oh, there you
Doors
go.
will open on the right.
Whew. But back to work. Yeah, I had a sick day. It happens. I get sick. I have PTSD. My name is Eric O'Sullivan, and I have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. This was diagnosed to me by a doctor in 2020 after a traumatic experience at work, and that triggered panic attacks and anxiety attacks. I am under my doctor's care for this. I have outreach. I have medication for it as well, and I am grateful and blessed that I have all the above, that I have a union job that furnishes me the opportunity to earn quality health care and dental care, that I can have this sense of outreach. Everyone has an outreach out there, even if you don't have insurance, if you feel like you're vulnerable and left out of that. I mean, there are ways, there are systems, there are programs. It's one thing to talk to friends and people on the internet and discuss your feelings and how you're feeling, but also it's I know that I am not a trained medical professional. My advices are friendly advices, and I can listen to a friend. But if you have real problems, if the struggle is real, check in with your doctor, get a referral inside of your system, and talk to someone, get some medication, and also get some proper rest. Make the effort, change your life. It's hard to conquer your sleep habits. It is. Personal, because it's, even if it's destructive, it's comfortable. You're in this cycle. Hey, ¿qué onda? You're in this. You're not in a virtuous circle. You're in a vicious cycle, and I'm just ripping off, so many things from like 25 years ago and shit. The seven habits of effective people. Tell me all about it, Mr. Covey. Tony Robbins said. Oh, exactly. I didn't even get into my date in hypergamy. Listen, you can't ask a chick out that makes 6 figures when you're a blue collar cook. It doesn't work like that. Chicks are attracted to hypergamy. Look that up. Hypergamy. It's just natural. It's only nature, right? Oh, alrighty. Let's get to work, kid. You have a good day out there. Yeah, I'm still just trying to recover from my bad day yesterday. But I had a good night's sleep. I had a solid breakfast. I have hope in my heart. I have got gratitude in my heart. I've got my mother in my heart, and my aunties, and my grandparents. I've got family that loves me. I got friends that reach out to me and make sure I'm okay, especially at this time. I've watched my drinking. I've watched, I walk between 6 and 8 miles a day, being, on my feet, working as a chef. My cholesterol number is very low, which is good. Things are okay. They're not great, but they don't suck. It's okay. It's tolerable. It's manageable. But some days you just get clobbered. That's just being human. It happens. It happens to me. It happens to you. And take good care of yourself, please. That's all we got for this morning. It's Thursday. Have a great day. One more day to the weekend. God bless. Namaste. Good luck. And we'll see you with more gratitude in the future. Bye-bye.